Are you ready to rock and roll? I am talking about the science of getting rich. Now, sometimes this title can be a little bit triggering for people because of the R word. They don't feel comfortable talking about becoming rich or pursuing that as a goal. So I just want to put your fears at ease first off, right off the bat, that when we're talking about the science of getting rich, the place you really should put your focus is on the science, because it doesn't have only to do with money. This has to do with all of the situations in your life that you find yourself, and the fact that you have actually created those yourself by not knowing the rules, the natural laws that make this a scientific process. And the cool thing about this Science of Getting Rich book by Wallace Wattles is that in this book, he is teaching us the laws that govern the process of creation from our thoughts. The things that we think about become reality. Okay, so when you dive into this book, The Science of Getting Rich, don't be afraid. It's going to trigger you in some areas. It did me, and I've read it many times. And even this last time when we did it in our mastermind group, it still brought up some stuff for me to work through. So I'm going to warn you ahead that that is going to happen. And I'm also going to give you a little bit of instruction about what to do when it happens. And the first thing is, don't panic. Don't panic. Just sit with it and understand what he's actually saying. Okay, so the science of getting rich, it has to do with those natural laws. And as we know in science or mathematics, 2 + 2 = 4. Like, there's certain things that you can put together that you can count on every single time that are going to be true, which is very different than the world we live in. It's difficult lately to know where the truth is at all. So it's one of the things that I think as human beings generally, we're continually searching, and it's difficult to find it. But there are some things that you can count on being true, and that's what we're talking about in this book. Just so happens that he's applying it to money, but it applies in all areas of our lives. So the laws of the universe, okay? If you apply what he's teaching in this book, just like 2 + 2 = 4, you're going to create a different result in your life. That's the point. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it, okay? So we're naturally creators anyway, right? Sometimes we just don't do it on purpose, and we just let life throw us curveball after curveball after curveball, and we just swat back at it. We just are playing defense, okay? And in this book, you're gonna learn how to switch that so that you can play offense, which is the way you score points. So I'm super excited for you to join us for the Science of Getting Rich. It's going to be life-changing for you to know the rules and know how to play by those rules. You'll have a completely different result in your life. And since this is science, let's go ahead and do a little experiment. Before you read this book, I want you to choose something in your life that you'd like to see a momentum swing around, something that you would like to experience a shift. What would be a good outcome for you from reading this book? It doesn't have to be in money, but if it's in money, that's totally cool too. It can be in any area of your life. Go ahead and choose something that you can focus on as you read this book, and let's see what kind of momentum swing we can create.